Hey everyone, it's Sheena Lachey, and today I wanted to talk about confidence. I recently posted a dance video and someone left a comment asking me to talk about confidence, sensuality, and pole dancing. I'm going to do a video individually on each. And recently I'm in this artist group on Facebook through my favorite artist, Kelly Rae Roberts, who I recently met in Portland. Oh my goodness. That's a video for another day, but I'm a part of one of her groups on Facebook, and this lady who's another artist in the group was like, oh, can I get some advice or encouragement? I want to start a blog, but every time I go to start the blog, I feel not good enough. I feel like everyone else is better than me, or, I just, not good enough and everyone else is better than me. So I asked her a few questions just to get clarity on like where she was coming from, and I gave her these three kind of bits of they're like my own nuggets of wisdom that it's my life philosophy and I also I repeat this a lot to my friends. So I'm often asked about my confidence and my self-assuredness and how I got there. And there are many bits to that puzzle, but there are three things I want to talk about. One, there's that thing where you feel like, oh, she's better than me, or she's prettier than me, or he is skinnier than me, richer than me, whatever. You're just constantly comparing yourself to others. I remember doing this once, and I was in the 6th grade, and because of my body type and my genetics, I have a curvy body. I have thighs, and I remember looking at this one girl in my class, and when she stood up, her thighs didn't touch because they were so tiny. Or not tiny, that's just how her body was made. And I remember thinking, I'm in the 6th grade, I remember thinking like, oh, my thighs are so fat, like they don't look like hers. But then I remember, because it was a gym class, there was another girl across from me, and she was like twice my size. She was very voluptuous, but her thighs were like twice the size of mine. And I remember just having this moment of like, oh, like someone will always be skinnier than me, and someone will always be bigger than me. And someone will always be dumber than me and smarter, prettier and uglier. Someone will have longer hair, shorter hair. Like, it just doesn't matter. Someone will be faster and slower. And I remember thinking that in the 6th grade and thinking, then it doesn't matter to compare myself. Like, what's the point? Like, it doesn't matter. So yeah, like that one artist is more successful than you, but there's another artist that hasn't even gotten started. Or yes, your roommate is prettier than you, but there's also someone uglier than you too. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But so that's one of the things I always tell people who ask me about like my own confidence or body image or just how I approach things. Like, someone's always better or worse than me. So I don't even care about comparing myself to others. So then the other thing is I used to think for myself, and the book that helped me get past this, it's a book called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. And I'm always talking about this book. It's so great. But I used to think that I could not be a successful artist because I have a darker tone to my personality and my work. Now, I don't believe in the starving artist theory, but that's a series of videos on its own. But I didn't think that I could have commercial success. And I don't even know if the word is commercial. I just didn't think I could reach where I wanted to be, like have 1,000 people watch a video or 1,000 people, whatever. Because I didn't think that I would have that success because I just have a darker kind of personality. I like darker jokes. I'm very sarcastic, and I don't like in a story when there's always a happy ending. I like when someone breaks up or someone dies or whatever. It's just how I am. Oops. So my own work ends up being that way. And then I realized that, like, and you may have your own thing of why you think you can be successful, a successful photographer, because you love to shoot street photography and not weddings, and that's where the money is, or whatever. I don't know. What got me through that is realizing that, like, I'm not for everyone. Like, my goal is not to have the entire world buy my product or hire me to be their videographer. I don't want the entire world to read a book that I will write, because that's not the point. Like, if your audience is everyone, your audience is no one. There's a certain, my company is a certain brand, and it's not for everyone. It's not for babies. It's just not for everyone. And that's when I was like, oh, then I can be my dark, sarcastic, you know, self, because not everyone will need to engage with me, and that's okay. Like, I don't need to please everyone. That's too much work. I'm not interested in that. And just when I had that moment, it's not even some deep epiphany, but when I had that moment, it just set me free. Like, it's where you think, you know, you have to be PC, friendly, and I don't know. Like, I thought, like, my channel, should I have made it a YouTube channel that's all about natural hair and not just about any and everything, because if it's about natural hair, I'll draw a certain kind of audience. No, I want to draw in the type of people who want to engage with a woman who shares all aspects of her life. I don't want to interact with people who only want one side of me. And it's the same with being an artist. If I can't be my complete self as an artist and someone, like, interact with that, then I don't want that person buying my book. If they only want me to write a certain kind of book and not the kind I want to write, I don't want them. I'm not really being articulate, but the point is, you're not for everyone. I am not everyone's cup of tea. So I don't need to worry about not being good enough for everyone. The third piece, and this is what really helps me, because then you fear that, like, you're like, okay, I'm not for everyone. Let me write my book or paint my masterpiece or do some spoken word. But then you fear that people are just, like, gonna critique it and rip it to shreds. Like, you're just so afraid because people always have something to say. There's always that one girl who's going to hit unlike on my video. Like, I could have a video about puppies and heaven and rainbows, and there will be 10 people who'll be like, Sheena, you suck. It's just a given. And this is what I told myself. I realized that if I cured cancer, like cured all the cancers in the world, there will still be some guy or girl who'd be like, that bitch Sheena. Even if I cured cancer, even if I, like, figured out how to, like, solved world hunger, figured out how to have world peace, and I don't know, like, there were no more orphans. Like, once I figured out all the answers in the world, someone would be like, that crackhead girl, I still, like, I can't believe her. Like, they would still have an attitude. It does not matter what you do. Like, someone will always have something to say. And since someone will always have something to say, no matter what, whether I do something bad or good, since they'll always have something to say, I just decided to hell with them. I'm just gonna do what I wanna do then. Because I could try to please everyone, which isn't going to happen anyway because I'm not for everyone. But in trying to please everyone and doing the right, soft, kind, pretty, fluffy thing, someone is always still going to have an attitude about it, then screw it. I'm just going to do what I want to do. I'm going to be myself, because that's the point. You're put on this earth to be you. We're all individuals. That's why I think your purpose is in life. You. Like, it's about being you, expressing how you want to express yourself. So I don't know, those are three things that aid in, I guess, my confidence, my life philosophy. Like, I don't compare myself because there's no point, because it's always like this. And it's okay for me to be a sarcastic, dark artist, because the point is that I'm supposed to be myself, and I'm not gonna be for everyone. And I might as well like not let fear of critiques or fear of rejection get in my way, because I could do the best thing in the world and someone would reject that too. Those are three things that help with my confidence. That's some of what I have to say. How have you maintained confidence? Have a great day. Bye, everyone.